Hi, thanks for joining me on Wilderness with Amani. Well, a lot of you that are familiar with what happened to me last week know I lost all that footage when I fished that creek, and I said I was going to be back soon. Well, soon meant 7 days later, my next day off, I'm back. And I can fish in a short leader. I'm going to fish nymphs, beadhead nymphs. I have a bunch of pheasant tails I'm going to use. And I'm bringing my big net for that little creek because I'm going to fish the inlet area in the back of the lake for my Patreon afterwards. And the net I'm going to carry is the net for that. And this net's really big for that little creek, but it also, if I'm catching fish from behind a rock or something, I can also scoop it around, grab the fish without spooking the pool, because the creek is extremely spooky. I mean, it is crystal clear water and it is not deep. We're going to go back and we're going to try to match what I did last week. I caught about a dozen fish. I got 2 nice rainbows, probably over 12 inches. I caught rainbows, brookies, and browns. So let's see if I can match that today. Without further delay, let's go back and see if I can't do it again the next week. That's where I'm going, up and over that rise. The thing about this spot is I have a clip for South Lake from like 3 years ago when the water was up. So the whole area I'm going to go fish was under like 20 feet of water. And over the decades I've been coming up here, I've only been able to fish this creek maybe 5 times, just because it's not always there. But since the water's been low for a couple years, the fish in there are really nice. Whenever I'm walking through this area right here, I always just think of the original Planet of the Apes. You know, you got Charlton Heston talking through his teeth. Get your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape. You know, in the beginning after their ship crashes, this just looks a lot like that inland sea they crash in. And nice. The inlet looks prime. Last time I came, there was a whole family here and they'd been fishing here all day. I fished it for a couple minutes, but I gave up really fast. But the river's running a lot, the creek is running a lot stronger than in past times. I have another creek fishing clip for this on my Backcountry Lakes and Creeks playlist, where I catch a bunch of nice browns in here in the fall. And the creek wasn't running this good. It's really clear, and the fish are incredibly spooky, incredibly spooky. So I've really shortened up my leader, and I'm just gonna be using these garden variety pheasant tail bead heads. And my leader that I'm starting with is only about 5 feet long, because I don't use a strike indicator and I need to be able to see subtle strikes. Now, I was gonna go 4 feet long, but I decided I'll start with 5 and see how it goes. Because fishing a little creek like this, you need really good accuracy and control. That's the name of the game here. Accuracy and control. So far, the thing I've been most effective at is scaring fish. I'm just scaring everything. I'm walking up to the pools and everything's just getting scared away. So I'm gonna try to fish the back end of this pool. I'm way behind last time. Let's see if there's anything guarding the back door here. Oh, there we go. It's not the big one I wanted, but it's a fish. I haven't got anything yet, man. Let's get my hand wet. I can get this guy. There he is, fell right off. Little fish. I mean, I'm just not doing it today. Sometimes there's fish just hiding right along these boulders. That's where I was getting a lot of luck last time. It ain't like last time, man. And I got the wind is right in my face. tough go of it, but what I did is I waited for these, I'm waiting these fish out. Oh, he came off. I'm waiting them out and I'm drifting it and they're starting to feed again because I spooked them. That guy got down into the funnel, but they're starting to hit now. And that was a nice rainbow. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's not as big as the one I just lost, but oh, look at that boy. The last one got down into that funnel down there and I couldn't get him. But there's several fish in this run and I spooked the whole pool. And what I'm doing now is I'm just I waited until they kind of calmed down. It's a nice rainbow for a little stream like this. It's good stuff, nice rainbow. Woo, let's get him back out there. He needs to go back. There he goes. Oh, he darting right back out there. So what I did is I just completely just stood still here and I waited for like 15 minutes. And once I saw them starting to feed again, that's when I started throwing my bead head back out there because they were just on scared mode for a while. But now I've had low and I got a situation where they're not so spooked. Wait them out long enough, they'll start hitting again. And that's what I'm doing right here. Waiting them out. And I'm getting wild rainbows right now. There we go, it's a nice rainbow. Small clear stream like this, I'd say. Get him back out there. Ooh. And I just, as soon as I came up, they were all so scared of me and I just sat here for a while. And I just let them all mellow out and I'm starting to throw my nymph and they're starting to pick it up again. Come out of that lineup. I mean, oh, he got off. He got off. I'm just whipping it out there and it's like they can't resist. I got this back end of the pool right there and it's just not cooperating with me. It sucks my line up before it gets to where the fish are. Oh, there we go. Yeah. That back end of the back end of the pool sucks my line up before it gets, because there's fish right at the tail end of the pool. There we go, nice rainbow. I mean, I'll sit here and milk this as long as I can catch fish. I'm probably gonna move upstream and see what's going on. It's really mellow up there, but it doesn't mean you can't catch fish. And this short leader's doing me good, because if I had any longer of a leader, it would be difficult to deal with. Fish are coming up before I can even get the camera engaged. Once you get up into this flat stuff, there's almost no sneaking up. I mean, they start scattering when you're 20 feet away. The fish are all like sitting in this, they're all small, the ones I see. They're all sitting right in this little flat, muddy stuff. Isn't that quite a view? Look at that. And it's kind of marshy up in there and it's really tough to sneak up on the fish, but I'm gonna go see if I can see something. I see several little guys lined up there. I don't think they've seen me yet, but they may have. This little guy even bit it. Let me get up to the water here. I think it's a brookie. He's light colored, whatever he is. He's got orange fins. Come on, buddy. Stop fighting. Yeah, he's a brookie. Let me get my hand wet so I can grab this guy. Here he is, a little brook trout. Ah! There he goes. He's back in. The zone where the water's only like a foot deep. And it is just so clear. It's incredible. There's a couple fish in there that are a little better. All I seem to be getting are these guys. There we go, a little brook trout. But I'm just, I mean, this water I'm fishing right here, right there, is so shallow. And there's a couple fish in there that are decent. Ooh, And maybe now that the clouds are coming in a little bit, it'll help. Nice little rainbow up there that I'd really like to catch, but he just won't cooperate. But until then, now we did. Now he cooperated. I saw him go for it. So I figured out if you just sit still for a little while, they'll start feeding again. And here he is. That's a nice rainbow. Beautiful. Look at his red gill. That's beautiful. And basically, I think I'm done with this hole. That's right, it's caught this fish. This little tiny stretch that's right here. And it ain't easy. I mean, my knees are taking a beating. I'm flicking this thing out there. My short leader's working. I got it down to about 4 feet because the areas I'm fishing are really small. There's a nice little undercut bank. I can't really see what's going on, but I'm just gonna throw my fly in there and see if anything will take it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna get the net wet so I can get my hand wet on the net because I can't reach that water. There we go, little brown. Get it back in there. There's a nice pull down there. And I can see some rainbows. And I think I may have just spooked the whole pool. I didn't even do anything. I'm on my knees, I crawl up. And somehow they knew I was here. Discouraging fishing. Let me get over here. I gotta use my net to get my hand wet. There we go. Toss him back down there. He's looking good. I'm sneaking up as best I can, but if you try to get even remotely close, you're done. You know? I just got that fish out of this right here. See, when the lake is full, this whole area here is under about 10 feet of water. And the water goes all the way to the rocks. And I'm trudging through some mud. See? Here's somebody's anchor from one of those rental pontoons right there. Going little tiny pothole to pothole at this point. I'm not really gonna worry about spooking this pool. I'm just gonna walk right over it because this is pretty much the alpha fish in that pool. There we go, nice little brookie. Get it back in. Oh, there he goes. So there's a fish I can see that's decent, but he is way over there, man. I'm really gonna have to make a shot here if I'm gonna get him. Ugh. Darn it. Ugh. Oh, I'm just missing. Ugh. Oh, I'm missing bad. I'm just coming up short. It's casting over this land. Sucks. I mean, the drag I'm getting is just horrible. I drug it upstream this time, and I was able to get this guy to bite. He wasn't the big one I saw, but I mean, this water is so clear. Oh, he got off. He was a nice brookie, though. It's rushing good, but that looks like a bust. Real small stream now. There's a little brown. I saw a couple of rainbows in here that were really nice right when I walked up, but I spooked them. I wasn't expecting to see fish like that just sitting in this water, but we'll see. Ow, but I hooked this nice rainbow in this little trickle of a water. I'm gonna have to go get him. My net's on the other side of the river. Oh, he got off. That was the fish of the day. He was nice. Well, that's gonna do it. This time was nowhere near as good as last week. We got a bunch of fish. Fishing up in that marshy stuff, that flat area, that was a challenge to get anything without spooking it. And right when I came up, I spooked so many of the nicer fish. And I got a couple decent rainbows. really pretty. I'm just gonna have to come back, that's all. I'll have to come back. I hope you enjoyed my return to the Inlet Creek to South Lake. Thank you for joining me on Wilderness with Amani. Until next time.